Hello, this is Pastor Micah from Life's Journey United Church of Christ. And greetings to you this week. And many thanks to those of you who've served our country as veterans, together with your families on this Veterans Day week. We thank you all for all you've sacrificed to keep our country safe and free. This past Sunday, we remembered those who have been saints and heroes in our lives at our remembrance services for All Saints Sunday, recalling the lessons, gifts, and blessings those we call saints or heroes have left in our lives. This coming week, we will hear the call of the prophet Amos, who pointed out what was broken in his world and time, calling people to be a part of the solution, even though it came with an unpopular message. People didn't want to listen to what Amos said. I pause and think about what challenge or encouragement we might need in the midst of this busy week, which might connect with last week and this coming week's messages. I am reminded of a story that has been told so many times, no one seems quite sure who first shared it. And it goes like this. In explaining why they devoted themselves to serving others, a saint of old once answered by saying, sometimes I would like to ask God why God allows poverty, suffering, and injustice when God could do something about it. Well, why don't you ask God that? Person talking with them responded, because I'm afraid God would ask me the very same question. Philippians 2:12 and 13 tells us, therefore, my dear friends, as you've always obeyed, not only in my presence, but now much more in my absence, continue to work out your salvation with fear and trembling, for it is God who works in you to will and to act in order to fulfill God's purpose. You know, it's easy for us to look for someone else, anybody else, some great saint or hero to come and work to make our world a better place. It's easy to ask God, when will you show up and solve the struggles we face? I bet all of us have said that at some time or the other. Yet God answers our cries by coming to live in and through us. God chooses to change the world almost exclusively by working in and with ordinary people like you and me. In his book, God is Not a Christian, Desmond Tutu tells a story about this saying in the church of Sant'Egidio in Rome, home of an extraordinary community of lay people devoted to working with the poor. There is an old crucifix that portrays Christ without arms. When I asked about its importance to the community, Tutu said, I was told that it shows how God relies on us to do God's work in the world. Without us, God has no eyes. Without us, God has no ears. Without us, God has no arms or hands. God relies on us. Won't you join other people of faith in becoming partners with God, God's partners in the world? Our life of faith as Christians is about us learning to be ones who don't just throw up our hands at what is wrong in our lives and in our world, but to be ones who choose to recognize God is already at work within us, giving us the power to change the world. We are called to be partners with God in mending, healing, and making beautiful our world. Let us hear this call to be God's answer to why. God's answer to where God is in trying times, showing with our lives. God is present here with us, present through us here for others. Amen. Many blessings on you this week. I hope we see you either in person or on Facebook Live at worship this Sunday with Life's Journey United Church of Christ. God bless you all.